Rahim here, Master Covenant Breaker 7 Seals. All day, even last night actually. And so hopefully this might work. Keep it very brief. Hold on, bro. Let's see what's going on here. Oops. Okay. Oh, here's buffering again. Okay, it's not gonna work, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Yeah, they don't want this information to get out, brothers and sisters. It shouldn't be buffering. I just talked about this a minute ago. This is, Satan is false Israel. And we can prove it. But the point I want to make here, brothers and sisters, is the war. The war. War, not a war Armageddon, that's a subset of the apocalypse. Where's the apocalypse? It's the reset. Right? It's a great reset. It's a war between two minds, two realities. Realities come from the mind. Realities come from the mind. And what mind is this? I try to explain these things to you. The mind is a sealed Bible. We get the mind from, they write history. When they write history, future history, they're writing minds. They're writing the mind that you need to deal with every situation, every season. So they tell you, okay, this is the mind you need, this is the scripture. If you're a believer, that's why Christ said, if you're a believer, you're successful. If you're a disbeliever, you get destroyed. Because if the new season comes in spring and you're going to hold on to the winter, then you will be dead because the spring is coming in. You cannot frustrate the spring. You're trying to hold on to the winter. Those who love this world's life, they say the same thing over and over again. Those who love this world's life, there's no portion hereafter. That's what I'm saying. When you read the scriptures, they're saying the same thing, just different perspective. So once you understand the angel key, it should be easy to unlock those things because they're saying the same thing, just different perspective. Those who love this world's life, that means there's no point hereafter. That means they can't, they're moving to the next, right? Next reality. You understand? It's simple, brothers and sisters. Those disbelievers, again, same thing. They disbelieve in a new reality. They want to hold on to their old reality. The jinn, they want to hold on to their own. All the same, saying the same identical thing, just different ways, different perspectives. So you should be able to understand that. But you don't. You should be able to understand that, brothers and sisters, but you don't. And part of the reason why you don't is because energy management, because you don't really believe. If you did, then if you blew a house on fire, you'll be saying, hey man, I've seen in a few minutes, let me finish watching this play. Let me watch the vine, get this pit. See what I'm saying? Because if you blew a house on fire, you get your ass out of there. But you don't, oh man, I'll be out in a minute. See, because you don't believe it's on fire. So you don't believe this here because you'd be totally focused and you'd be taken and you'd be on the battlefield. Because the battlefield here, the weapon is the angel and the ammunition is the scriptures. Period. If you don't have that's your weapon and that's your ammunition, then you're not on the battlefield. And if you're out there with selfies and taking pictures and videos, right? And they got mirrors reflecting on you, then you're not on the battlefield. We need cheerleaders. You're not on the battlefield. You're only fooling yourself. And you're not on the battle, and that's because you're not focused, because you don't really believe. Because if you really believed the house on fire, you would be out of that damn house. And you'd be out there. If you believe if you was out the house, your children was in there, no one would be able to stop from getting back in there and get your children out. That's a fact. So you can't fool yourself. You can't bullshit truth and logic. So the bottom line is that the angel, the sealed Bible, is the mind that was given them a temporary mind. But the weapon against the sealed Bible is the unsealed Bible. Because once you unseal it, you destroy the sealed Bible. You understand? It's not so complicated to understand. Once you unseal it, you destroy the sealed Bible. That's the weapon to destroy the sealed Bible, the unsealed Bible. And so the Lamb will be the one that does it, because nobody can break those seals. That's why it says the same thing in sealing land, right? It says nobody could stop. He will produce God give me, and nobody can stop at him. It said the same thing again. Only one that stopped was the Lamb. Only one that stopped it was the Lamb who could make war with the beast. Only the Lamb could do it. What? With the angel. That's the weapon, right? If there's a flood, you need an ark. You can't go out to my wife, I'm going to give me a car, man. I'm going to go out there and learn to swim. You need an ark. You understand? And I'm going to cut it short, bro. This is what I see still. But it's simple. As Elijah Muhammad said, truth is made so simple, even a fool will not err. See? But you can't get it. Why? Because your energy management, you're not managing your energy. You got other things. You're caught in this gravitational vortex. You got other things in your mind. See? And so you're going to get your ass burned up. See? Because fire moves everybody. Fire moves everybody. See? Because that's what the Lamb had to do. He said only he was worthy because he gave up everything. I had a family member tell me, hey, well, you used to have all this, all that. I said, yes, I got more now because I transformed that energy into knowledge. Instead, I had a mini mansion, I had more business, I had plenty of money. I said, yeah, but now I got more than that. But it's in the form of knowledge. So you can't have both. See? So I gave that up for this. So who's the richest person on the planet? The person that got the most knowledge or the person that got the most money? And let me move on, brothers and sisters. Hope you understand that. That's the battlefield. So if you don't have the angel as your weapon, and you ain't have the scriptures, nobody needs a shadow. If you ain't got that as your ammunition, then you ain't on the battlefield. Use distraction. Like I said earlier about they call it friendly fire. That means you got a fool out there and he's scared. He's just shooting. So he's just shooting his own people. Yeah, same thing with pilots. They be dropping their bombs. They get nervous, right? And they stop bombing their own people. That's called friendly fire. And then you out there, man, you firing, and you firing at the enemy. It's like, hey, man, you got any more ammunition, man? What should I do, man? Look on more distraction. So you get your head blown off because you focusing on the target and they keep distracting you with that bullshit. Oh man, watch this. Hey man, you got any ammunition? How'd you do this? See, you don't need that. And that's coming to that's coming to a screeching halt. See? Because you should be out there firing for effect too. Instead of distracting and all this other stuff. See, we out there, somebody call people, oh, the devil's weak and he stinker. Yeah, what that do? Don't mean nothing. Yeah, we know all that. That don't mean anything. I told you, to say this is like false Israel. This whole reality what is based on the sealed Bible. And one of the primary stones, foundation of that is false Israel. That's the attack. So when you bring that down, it causes them to rethink. I said the brain. Let me go here and close out, brothers. The brain is a calculator. It just calculates. That's all it does, is calculates. The brain just calculates. The mind controls the brain, it's the operating system. It tells information, whatever information it gets, the brain will calculate that. So if you tell it, the bird, if you tell the a cat's fly, the brain will calculate that. And then you say, hey man, that dog caught that bird, that cat killed it. Then you must assume, hey, that bird cat was fly too. You see, that's how religion got you, because they give you information. Oh, it's hell. If you don't do this, you're gonna go to hell after you die. And so there ain't no hell. But if you got that on your mind, and that's what they put it on your mind, then your whole life's gonna be predicated on you trying to keep going to hell. They don't even exist. That's how they got you. Within that mathematical standard. I wasn't going much more detail, but because I have all this getting less. See, but for everything else, so I'm kind of short. But you understand, brothers and sisters? They got your mind, so you have to get your mind back. This whole reality comes out of a mind, and that mind is the angel, is the sealed Bible. And you got the same mind we got. That mind for them is different from the mind, it's the same mind, but that mind says that we feel inferior. We're 3/5 of a man. We're doing to be slaves, we're cursed black. And so how do you react to that? What kind of thinking, how you gonna react to if you have that kind of thinking? If that's the kind of mind you have, you're gonna work against yourself. You understand? If you got that kind of mind. But for them, they're superior. But if you and that's sealed Bible. So how you do it? You unseal it and then you destroy their mind. So false Israel goes, they can't, they have to recalculate. I mean, hey, if false Israel not, that means that they was white. We white. It was cursed blessing them, but they ain't see Abraham. Must be the black folk. But who was cursing them? You see, your mind's gonna start recalculate. And it made calculate. Because our mind, when it gave us sealed Bible, our minds had to recalculate because we thought who was it over in Africa? Who was that? What was the big stuff? It was the big dog. See? And they gave us a new mind, and all of a sudden we had to recalculate. See? Now we're inferior. We're slaves. We gotta kiss their ass. Let them rape our women. Submit to them. See? But now the sealed Bible is being unsealed, and now everybody's had to recalculate. See? Are you in that battlefield? Yeah, my system's all messed up. Else is not moving at all. Are you in that battle? What battlefield are you on? See? I don't know if I bring my picture here. It's just going to show me. All right, let's go see what happens. I'm going to close out in a minute, bro. But if you're on that battlefield, if you're a shadow, I don't need a shadow. Shadow doesn't benefit the person that casts a shadow. It benefits people that's in the shadow, because he's blocking the sun, so that ain't a cool, but it does help the person that's the shadow. The shadow doesn't help a person that casts in the shadow. You don't every time. And you're a distraction, so you're really an enemy. So really, maybe you're a demon, maybe you're a devil, maybe you work for the devils. So let me speak something else, brother. I mean, this stuff is very clear. Elijah Muhammad said, truth be made so clear, even a fool will not err. So this is very clear. So what's the problem? Anyway, I'm going to close out in a minute, but I want to speak one other thing. See, because I'm going to say this over and over again. Like I said, the scriptures, all scriptures say the same, all of them say the same thing. It's just different ways, different perspectives. So you should, once you understand it, you should be able to unlock those things. Or you got to just look at it and say, well, what perspective are they saying this? And then you figure out what they're saying. But the other thing is that resistors. And I've been experiencing a lot of resistance lately. I've been experiencing 30 years, but the resistance will be more intense as you get closer and closer. Right? Because you put pressure, and the resistor, you have two things opposing each other. Right? And so one is greater pressure than the other. So, and you're growing. So if you're growing, you put more pressure on the other. So it's going to resist, keep from being crushed. So it's going to transform to stronger and stronger structures to try to offset your force. That's the resistance. Resistance is going to keep adjusting oh man, I'm in trouble, so I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to get a little stronger. I'm going to go to school, get my mind straight. See, you're transforming, trying to get stronger to deal with the pressure you're dealing with. And that's the way it works. That's just the way it works. You understand? So therefore, your resistance starts transforming, but remember, the structure that's pushing it is a greater structure it is. So as it before destroyed, it starts resembling you. The more you pressure, the more it's resembling you, because it's trying to come to a structure that can withstand it. That's the same thing. You take what happened with Gog and Magog in the Middle Ages. They was under pressure of Sunnism, Islamic, resurrected Islamic. And if you go back and study and look at, they kept transforming from Catholicism and everything else, like let's say 500 years old in Christianity, because that was the last form they came to, was democracy, capitalism. But the point is, a lot of these concepts they kept with, right? it's a reflection of Sunnism. They had to come with something stronger, stronger structure. And once they came with those structures that can withstand Sunnism, Sunni had no power anymore. So Sunni had no power. Sunni was for 5,000 years had power over them. And now, for 5 years, they have no power over them. Because they came to a structure that can withstand Sunnism. You understand what I'm saying? So you transform. So you keep transforming until you come in enough structure that can withstand that pressure. But if you keep on, and then you can't come, and the pressure still increasing, and you don't have the ability to transform anymore, and then you crush to dust. It's a negative transformation. Like a diamond, coal, you put a coal under enough pressure, some coal would transfer to a diamond, some would crush to dust, just can't make the transformation. So, but remember, the pressure on the diamonds was tremendous, very hard. So then the diamond became very hard. You understand? To withstand the pressure. So that's what they look for. As the pressure increases, they become more and more, right? It's like Nate's so-called nation. You see more and more, yeah, they have demons over there, and every day. But see, this sound more and more like they're trying to. That's why I say, well, forming thieves and robbers. You get it? As thieves and robbers mean they're stealing your stuff. That means they become more and more like you. Do you understand this stuff, brothers and sisters? So I'm watching them, and they use it more and more, and they sound more different than they used to sound. They sound totally different. They trying to sound more and more like me. That means because I'm putting pressure, they transform it. So they want to get to the point where they can say, they me. They almost say that now. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? These are things you have to do for mathematically. And that's so America. Like America, they do all this democracy, everything else. Before they go down, they're already talking about it right now. Martial law. Right? It means it won't be a dictatorship. It won't be no military control organization. Because martial law is an attempt at Hajj. Martial law is an attempt at Hajj. Because military discipline is a Hajj. It's a form of Hajj. So America going to try to come to, because democracy is not Hajj. Democracy is chaos. But they will come to a form of Hajj just for they destroy. They were talking about things like, I try to explain this thing to you, brothers and sisters. You understand? Because they got a structure. But that's not going to be good enough. Because even they come there, it's still not going to be enough to withstand the pressure of the unsealed Bible. And so when you under pressure, right, you have the two, the intensity becomes greater. So now you're not as growing as fast because now it's like, for instance, okay, you make $1,000 a day, right? Because you work for, okay, say you're in a world of green, and you're green too, but you really, nature's blue, but you color green because you're in a green world. That's your color, but your nature's blue, and everything else is green. Well, you want to change that, but the green don't want to be changed. So you start changing. Right? Well, what you got to change with? You got to transform the green into blue. You ain't placing energy no place else. You got to transform the green to blue, and the green is going to resist that. It's going to resist you changing blue. Like right now, Elijah Muhammad had to, his building nature will offer everything right here. You take energy from America, take the laws and everything from America, take that and convert it into what he wanted to be. But they take from them to convert to that, and they resisted that. And finally, they got rid of him, and Pharaoh come in and complete the job. So Suleiman's got to take the energy, this energy right here, and convert it. He ain't gonna get energy from someplace else, from Mars or pulling out his behind or something. You got to take this energy right here and convert it to the new world. It's converting this energy to a new energy, to this form, and they're gonna resist that 100%. And the more you grow, the more the resistance comes until the resistance comes so great, like you're locked, like a stalemate. You're locked. Right? They almost don't move at all because both of you. But the point, you got the greater power. At that point, they got the maximum amount. It looks like neither one of you going anywhere. Like a stalemate, like two bulls standing, they locked their horns, standing still. Right? And then suddenly, but remember, you still putting pressure on them. They still put resistance. You don't see it, but they feel the resistance building up, right? And you feel, they feel the pressure building up, and you feel the resistance resisting. I'm going through a lot of it right now, and then suddenly they can't transform anymore. Their transformabilities, then boom, that's when they crack to dust. And bam, it's on, you explode, you expand. You expand. You like say wind is blowing and you traveling 100 miles an hour, and you got a headwind that's 90 miles an hour. Now you're only moving 10 miles an hour. Man, but you got on the gas for 90, 100, but you're only moving 10 because you got a helm. Then suddenly wind starts, bam, you take off like crazy. Look at that. Because you look at you, it's almost stopped because you're in the headwind. But once the headwind is gone, you take the same thing. So happy. That's why it says they come, right? Drink of an eye. That's why everything happens so fast. Drink of an eye. Or so the nation comes together. Boy, and suddenly, because the day Master Muhammad's getting ready to kill the source, forces going to go down, the force that was holding us back, the headwind, go suddenly go, and then bam. Remember I told you I dreamed my head when I was said they got to the point where I couldn't move anymore. It was so dark, I just couldn't do anything. I just thought, just one little effort, and all of a sudden everything lit up, man, it was so beautiful. I don't think I was no cracker, none of that stuff was big, as good as that. That made me feel I had nothing, hair cracker, that stuff happened. Ooh, that was mellow. It's more than mellow. But I'm just saying, that's what comes. You come down to that. That's what tribulation, because you're going to be, when you go to tribulation, you're going to be at war. You got two, I try to explain it to you in more detail. You will have two nations fighting against each other. That's why I see the great army. Why? Because you have see the great army fights against an army. You're going to fight against the greatest army in the world, here in America. You'll be fighting, those two will be at war with each other. It's going to get down to the point where it looks like, you get to the point where, man, it's like a stalemate. Like you can't beat them, they can't beat you, but you still putting that pressure on them. And suddenly, boom, the final victory, and they crash. And then, boom, you out of here into a new world, it's a new reality. Home. Assalamu alaikum. Two nations, brothers and sisters. To see the great armies. Assalamu alaikum.